6:30. We're going to open the regular meeting of the Plympton Planning Board. For a point of order, this meeting is now being televised on Area 58. It is being recorded. So the Board of Selectmen have said that in the interest of encouraging transparency, they want all town boards to be televised. I will say that I don't necessarily agree with the use of the term transparency. I don't think that's the appropriate terminology, because our board meetings have always been open and available to the public in this meeting room for anyone to attend. I think it's more a convenience for the public, for people who want to be involved or know what's going on and don't have the time or the energy or the bandwidth to come down and be here at the meeting. So we're more than happy to have this televised so people can see what happens at a planning board meeting. All right, so first up on the agenda, we have 77 Spring Street with their application for a special permit for the Groundwater Protection Overlay District. Okay, just take a look at this.
So it's listed on the second page. Deb Keller with Merrill Engineers and Land Surveyors for the record. The items included in the application that were previously submitted with the site plan review.
Yep.
I did bring a copy of the certified abutters list and authorization, agent authorization letter if you wanted another copy.
I would like the abutters list, just because I don't have to go down to the basement to get it out of the file then. Perfect. So, Paul, you were not at the last meeting.
Correct.
This is for the project at 77 Spring Street, for which the site plan approval was approved at the last meeting.
Okay.
With conditions. Because there is more than 15% impervious surface area on the property following construction, they also required a special permit from that provision of the zoning bylaw dealing with percentage of impervious. It's the same thing that happened with the self-storage on 106, where they applied for the site plan, and then in the context of the application review, John Chesia identified this additional permit that was necessary. All of the materials sufficient to establish the application for that special permit were already filed in connection with the site plan review. So it's just the question of another filing fee. This is going to be heard, the notice has gone into the newspaper, so this is going to be heard at our at our meeting on July 1st at 6:30.
Fantastic.
Okay, do you have any questions, Paul, since you weren't aware?
No, I'm trying to think. I'm going to recuse myself from this last one because I do know the property.
You did recuse yourself, and you didn't vote because you weren't here at the last meeting anyway.
And I recused
So if
myself.
you want to recuse yourself from this one, that's fine too. We will have a full board.
The developer of the property, I have talked to him recently, so I thought it would be best that I do that.
Yeah, we'll have a full board on this.
Okay, good.
All right, so you are all set. Thank you very much, and we will see you back here on the 1st.
Do they need a motion?
No, we do not need a motion.
And just to give you a heads up, I am up on my computer to meet with Conservation if they have a quorum this evening, as well as we're scheduled for July 9th with CBA for the second special permit that we need. So just to give you a heads up.
And just to give you a heads, so your decision, I've left it in the mailbox of the town clerk, so it will get stamped in tomorrow. I don't want to give you one that doesn't have the stamp on it.
That's fine. Since we've got a few more weeks to go for everything else, I'd rather just package it all up in one and let him know so he doesn't get too excited.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, next up we have the application for site plan review for the solar expansion of the Vopat's former Christmas tree farm on Brook Street.
Which I have to recuse myself.
I have one complete application in my hands, 7 more behind me. How would you like to?
I'll take the first one just so that we can go through the list and make sure you have it.
The first binder is the application itself, and I separated the stormwater report just for the opportunities. Also, as kind of a standalone, I have for you 2 applications applications with wet signatures as well as the 2 checks. Would you like me to hand those to you, or should I?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just don't want to get confused. Does anybody want to look at the plans and see? We have to notice it for a hearing.
This is to expand it, I think 18 acres.
What's that?
The Christmas tree farm. This is for another 18 acres of solar.
Oh, okay, down the road. There's screening issues with these guys. Everybody else doesn't have a screening problem, that's for damn sure. If anybody's gone by Ring Road, that's what a mess that is.
So I guess this is existing, this is new.
Cushman.
Yeah, let's go.
This thing.
Mayflower, I guess. I'll look straight. So this is the Cisco, all that stuff.
Right. Feel free to switch it, yeah. This is a familiar thing. Wow. Let's come in over here. There we go. Way down. We don't have a lot on this except screen, really, so.
Do you have a list of waivers from the regulations for the development impact statement, the lighting plan, the traffic report? I didn't see it in here. the site plan review regulations, hold on a second, 4.15, 4.22, 4.21. What we can do is we can take this in. What will happen is if you don't have a list of waiver requests for those items, most solar projects request waivers from those items because of the nature of the project. What will happen is our consulting review engineer goes through the site plan regulations point by point and will note that you didn't provide that and you didn't request a waiver and you need to request one. But many people in the past have neglected to provide them. So we'll take your application in, but just note that you're going to need to submit a letter asking for a waiver. Do you have signage on there? I don't know if you're going to have any signage, but do you have signage on the plans?
I'm looking at, I guess I'm looking at the site plan regs from the solar bylaw section.
No, there's separate site plan review regulations for the planning board that govern, you get reviewed under both.
Yeah. I'm just checking my notes here, so I see the waiver documents. Where did I write this? And we have some signs, I think there you go, signage, it's in here on those. Yeah, so we don't expressly request a waiver, we acknowledge the requirement that final signs and placards are generally part of final construction design. But I can do that one as well.
Yeah, I don't know that you're going to have any, I haven't looked at the plans you guys have. Is there any spot where signage would be visible from a public way?
Signage?
Signage.
I don't think so.
Okay, so 4.20 of the site plan review regulations say that you're supposed to show what the existing and proposed signs are. Typically for the solar project, what projects in town, what that has meant is the no trespassing signs, whatever signage is going to be on the outside of the fence to warn people to stay away. Do you have that included on the plans or
I'm
no?
familiar with that, I don't think we put that on our detailed plan set. That's the reference we made, that we would acknowledge the requirement for it, but add it to the construction design set, is how we've generally taken it.
Yeah, when these get reviewed by the fire department, for example, they want to know that there's some signage,
You're
so.
absolutely right, the hazardous, no trespassing, and.
Right.
et cetera.
So if you can supplement with just what that is going to be on the fences and things, because they won't want to sign off on it unless, we can say there's a condition that you install that kind of signage when you construct it, but if they don't know exactly what it's going to be, that can create issues. Do you guys have any questions?
Makes sense. Just put it on the plan so everybody sees it up front, yeah. Simple. I mean, this one's not seen from the road or anything, so you don't have a screening issue with this one.
Right, that's right. Do you have any questions?
Not just yet.
Okay, so we need to publish this in the newspaper on 2 consecutive days, the first of which cannot be less than 14 days before the date of the hearing. So you can't be on July 1st because it will not get in the paper at that time. You could be on July 15th at 6:30. And Paul, will you be here on that day?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to recuse yourself. Okay, I'm going to confirm, our other 2 board members are on vacation. I will confirm with them that at least one of them will definitely be here on the 15th because you need 3 people to have a quorum. If there's any issue that one of them isn't going to be here, then I think I have your email. I'll send you an email and let you know, and we would have to change it. It would then go, unfortunately, to the 5th of August. That said, since they're both on vacation right now, I don't think they're going on vacation again in a
I'm
month.
on the 19th, but I'll definitely plan on the 15th.
Yeah.
No problem.
Do you have any questions for us about?
No, I don't. We try to provide a kind of clean application package in front of you guys on the table. I've got 7 more copies of full-size plans, 7 more copies of this shorter application binder, and then 7 more of the stormwater report.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to connect your email with our review engineer, John Chessia's email. He may ask you to send him an electronic version of the documents. He tends to take around 3 weeks, because he has a lot of projects to review for a lot of towns, to do his preliminary review. I don't know if he's planning on taking time off in the summer. I don't know. It's possible he may have his review done in time for the hearing. It's also possible that he may not. But we let him know when the hearing is, and he does try to make it work.
Is it customary for you guys to continue if you don't have the peer review for your first meeting, or would you just continue without it?
No, yeah, what we'll do is we'll open the meeting. The abutters and members of the public will hear a presentation from you describing the project. Board members can ask questions. Members of the public can ask questions. And then we would continue the hearing to the next meeting. Once his review is usually done, Paul will attend the meeting, so there can be a dialogue if there are any questions.
You wanna show that
And
to
if you do, since there is a little bit of time here between now and when the hearing will occur, if you do want to, provide in whatever electronic package you're sending to John, a letter with the waiver requests for development impact, photometric, traffic, that's fine. And then just physically bring that to the meeting to us, because we don't accept anything unless it's at the meeting. That way, you would avoid the situation of his review saying you need to submit a waiver request, because you would have, in fact, accomplished that. Sure.
There's some things shown here.
Oh, there is signage.
Yeah.
This looks, we just
Ow.
pull those up.
Access keys.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's not the construction level package, but it's kind of our, it's the
Construction. yeah.
Okay.
That's maybe just for
So I guess all we'd ask is just make sure, if these are the only signs you're proposing, that, or if there's other signs that you would put on for no trespassing or
Looks
danger
like
or
it's still
whatever.
Construction.
Make sure we have those. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take one more look at through the site and the review reg, just to make sure, like you said, traffic, something not look at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, just less than
that's right. Yeah, usually it's 4.15, 4.21, and 4.22. But I haven't gone through the whole list. Okay. All right, we're good.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Brain dead today.
All right, so that's July 15th at 6:30. All right. We don't have any other new business.
No new business, no new correspondence?
No, we do not.
Don't forget there's the motions on the 2 meeting minutes.
Oh, you're correct. Thank you for reminding me. We have to vote the minutes for, why don't we start with the last meeting?
That one was long, just so you're aware.
Yeah. That was June 3rd. Did you guys have an opportunity to look at the minutes for June 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, actually, technically, perhaps we shouldn't vote on the minutes for June 3rd because you weren't there. So we'll table the June 3rd minutes until the next meeting.
Do you need a motion to table it?
Nope, we just won't take it up. We don't have a motion on the floor. All right, so then it was the meeting minutes from, for May 20th, which I was not present at, so we shouldn't vote those minutes either, because I can't say whether or
Okay.
not they're accurate. So we will vote May 20th, June 3rd, and June 17th at the next meeting.
Motion to, no way, I can't make a motion.
No, you can't make a motion, unfortunately. Okay, so then I have a vendor warrant for John Chesia Consulting Services for $930. That was for his review of the most recent and final plan sets for both 77 Spring Street and 106 County Road. Is there a motion that we pay John Chesia Consulting Services LLC?
Motion to pay.
I second the motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous, okay. And then I move that we adjourn the meeting of the planning board at 6:52 PM. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
I was going to.